100% effective. That is the bold promise today from Pfizer when it comes to vaccinating kids ages 12 to 15. So what could this mean for getting kids back to school this fall? Well, News 4's Lynda Baquero is live for us in Valhalla. Lynda.
Well, good news for more people being vaccinated, Natalie, this morning. But there are still some who worry about what a development like this means for kids. Promising news from Pfizer this morning. In a study of more than 2,200 kids ages 12 to 15, they say their COVID vaccine proved 100% effective against getting sick.
I think it's great news. Anytime you can expand it, I think we're going to build on herd immunity and a certain comfort level.
It'll be a step in the right direction. Maybe it'll be better.
I think this news from Pfizer falls under the category of it's all good. I mean, this is really great to hear. It just gives us more tools and more ability to keep moving forward.
The chief of pediatric infectious diseases at Maria Ferrari Children's Hospital agrees this could be a boost for getting middle schoolers back to the classroom.
We're moving towards next week in New York, having all 16 and over eligible for the vaccine. And so, if there's enough supply, hopefully, definitely I would hope by the summer that supply is available for the kids 12 and over.
My wife, former teacher, and she basically, it's critical. Getting the kids back, they're losing so much right now.
If 12 to 15-year-olds are allowed to get vaccinated this summer, that could help them resume in-person learning full-time this fall. But the National Parents Union, a network of parenting organizations, says it could also make schools hesitant to go back to in-person for now. This parent has concern about the vaccine and believes it shouldn't be required for young kids.
Kids are less resilient or more resilient to this than we are as adults, but even then, all of us have a chance to beat it.
Well, last week, Pfizer began testing the vaccine in children 5 to 11. Next week, they'll start 2 to 5-year-olds and eventually infants as well. Moderna and Johnson & Johnson also studying vaccines for those 18 and under. In fact, Dr. Nolan tells me that she believes we could see vaccine for people 6 months and older, perhaps as early as by the end of this year. Reporting live in Valhalla, I'm Lynda Baquero, News 4 New York. Back to you.
All right, Lynda, thank you. Now, the race to vaccinate hit a big speed bump in the Bronx. New at 4, we found out the vaccination site at Co-op City had a glitch in the booking system, and that overbooked hundreds of people there at the site. The Department of Health says it is resolving this issue and rescheduling appointments for anyone who cannot be served today, Dave.
And at 4 o'clock, we do have a warning from New Jersey. Officials there saying new COVID variants could send daily cases to record levels by mid-May. Governor Murphy outlined both the moderate and high case virus projection. Both of them take into account vaccinations, spring break travel, holidays, and vaccine efficacy against the variants. The projections show daily cases soaring between 5,000 and 8,000 and hospitalizations anywhere from 2,600 to 3,500.
I'm less worried or horrified by the numbers than I am about the length of the calendar. I'm more concerned by how elongated this becomes. We have crushed the curves twice. Let's do it a third time, and hopefully for a final time.
So for a little perspective, the highest number of cases reported in one day in New Jersey was 6,922 on January 13th. Of course, all that puts more urgency on getting people vaccinated. Today, we got our first look inside a brand new vaccine mega site just opened in New Jersey's biggest city. It is the state's largest vaccine site, and News 4's Brian Thompson is live there in Newark to show us around. Brian?
Yeah, Dave, and we have exclusive information from a federal official about the future of these sites. You'll hear that in just a moment. But yes, right around the corner from me is a massive operation. The line stretches around the block. Right through here. And inside, it never stops, literally and figuratively. The new FEMA vaccination center on its first day on the NJIT campus in the heart of Newark, expecting to vaccinate as many as 6,200 people by tonight.
The process was pretty smooth. I got an email to set up an appointment, and here I am.
Here is this indoor tennis facility on campus. Nets now replaced by 72 cubicles for putting shots in arms. Residents in select zip codes in 4 urban counties, Essex, Hudson, Passaic, and Union, qualify for appointments here, with Mayor Ross Baraka saying outreach is not just in churches.
We have our chief of staff and the aides in every ward going out signing people up as well.
Governor Murphy came on this first full day of operation to see for himself, with Army and Air Force personnel from all over the nation assigned to register, direct traffic, administer the vaccine, in this case Pfizer, and even sanitize the post-shot waiting chairs section by section in a truly military fashion. And we learned in an exclusive interview with the acting regional director for Health and Human Services that as more vaccine becomes available, New Jersey is in line for more centers similar to this.
We're looking at the possibility of opening up more.
For the next 2 weeks, FEMA expects to vaccinate 200,000 plus people. People like Francesca Clorer of Jersey City, here with her boyfriend holding her hand.
I get a little nervous around shots, so.
A sweet moment and a very relieved day for many people. Now, we have been told that this center is only supposed to be operating for 8 weeks to serve those 200,000 plus people. But a high-level source in state government tells me they will most likely ask for an extension of FEMA's time here, meaning the military will be here longer. And that same source tells me that probably in about 2 weeks, New Jersey will open up vaccinations to everyone. So be watching for that. Live in Newark, Brian Thompson, News 4 New York.
All right, Brian, thank you. The people of New Jersey getting some extra help now to make an appointment. Governor Murphy announcing a new tool. The state launching a beta version of its new appointment finder. You can check it out at covid19.nj.gov/finder.
And Dave, more than 1 million Connecticut residents about to become eligible for the vaccine. Starting tomorrow, anybody 16 and older can start to make an appointment. The only requirements are that you live or work in the state. And to make sure that you're ready to make your appointment, the Vaccine Administration Management System is up and running. The site allows you to register and create an account, which is the first step in making the appointment. Across the tri-state, take a look. More than 10 million people now have at least one of the shots. That breaks down to 31% of New Yorkers, a third of New Jersey adults, and 35% in Connecticut.